Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I will explain where I've been and I apologise sincerely for not coming on and doing a video, but I'll explain all of that to you. But first of all, I would like to say a very warm welcome and a big thank you to all the people who, despite me not having posted in a little while, have joined the channel. Thank you very much. I know there's quite a few of you, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. It's really sweet of you to join when you haven't seen any current content. I will explain why. For those of you that are new, I am Coastal Crafter. I live in Kent and I suffer with a disease called multiple endocrine neoplasia 2A. It is a mouthful. I also have hip and back problems which may be associated with it. We just don't know at the moment. But I have a gene defect and it causes thyroid cancer, problems with my parathyroids and also my adrenal glands, all of which have been removed. So at the moment I'm suffering with, I'm doing this really quickly because it's really boring, but I'm suffering with needing a hip replacement. And for those of you who are new, but also my old subbies, I have now got a back problem as predicted. So I've had all kinds of tests, MRI, been up to London, been to my local hospital. I've had massages, I've had adjustments, I've had, you name it, I've had it. We've had some family issues in the middle of it. It's just been a nightmare. So that's why I've not been here. And big news is that I'm actually moving home. We are on the market. And we are moving to Wales. So that is going to be so exciting. I don't know when, because I need this up ideally beforehand. But obviously there's a big, long waiting list. So what will happen, we have no idea. So you can see why I've been away for 4 weeks. It's not through, you know, not wanting to be with you, because I have. But things have been crazy. And you know what it's like when you sell. You have to get your house, you know, finished. All those little odd jobs that you wanted to get done. Your rooms need to be pristine. Very difficult with my craft room. But yeah, so I am very sorry that I've not been around. So hello to my old subbies, hello to my brand new subbies. So exciting. Thank you for joining me. So I just thought I'd hop on and just tell you about what's been happening. I've also decided that the best thing I can do is to start maybe a small series with 10-minute videos. Now, if I'm having a good day and I manage to get and film 3 10-minute videos, then they'll all go on in one day. If I don't feel great, I won't do any. You know, I may save a couple back so that there's no gaps if I have a bad day. But anyway, I'm going to do a short series, I believe. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, which all of my old subbies know about, but you'll still love it, is I'm going to talk about AliExpress. If you haven't encountered AliExpress before, it's a very safe way of buying lots and lots of different things for your house. Well, for everything. There's just a world of stuff out there. Most of it is China and the Far East as far as the supplies are concerned, but it's where I get a lot of my crafting materials, or at least some of them. Okay, so I wanted to give you a heads up about that. If you don't know, there is an app that you can download. Just register PayPal, which is the safest way, or your debit card. I've never had any problems in all the time I've been using it, and that's got to be 7 years now. So very safe, really good. But it's called AliExpress, A-L-I Express, all one word. So I wanted to show you a couple of things that came through since I've been away. I've got a few bits and bobs in the top here. So let's just show you these. These are 2 sets of stamps that I got. The first ones are some ladies. I'll just show you a nice close-up of some of these. And again, these were around £1, but these are really beautiful old photographs. And I love the fact that they've got the postage and the postage mark already on them in this beautiful gold colour. I just think they are delicious. So that was the first thing that I purchased from AliExpress. Hope you can see those. I'll try and find the link and put them in the video, but you know me, I'm not very good at that, but I will try and link below where I got them from. And then I ordered these ones, which are sort of on a, whereas these are kind of clear sort of plastic, these ones are on paper, and they're just a range of different sizes, different flowers, different images. So if I can show you a few more down in here. Whoops. Yeah, as you can see, there's some really beautiful images on these. Whoops, let's get you up to the camera. Really lovely stamps. I'm looking forward to using those. So I've just plopped those all in here because obviously I need to have a little tidy of new resources. So pop those over there. See, that's a teacher of me calling them resources and not ephemera. So there we go. So that's that. The other thing I purchased was this, which I think is really cool. This is a teeny tiny die. It was on offer. Lots of people whinging about how small it was under the reviews, but I loved it because what it is it is a die for obviously a little concertina pocket. And I think this would look great in my journal. If you don't know what a concertina pocket is, think of those file folders that you open, you know, that you file all your things in. It's basically the shape. So I'm really pleased with this. It came through, it was about £1, and that was my second purchase while I've been gone. So that's the other one. I also managed to get, this is a bit boring, but I do use them a lot. I have let's get the name right. I have these, what are they called? Frixion, I believe. Let's make sure I've got one with a name on it, because they came in a packet. But these are Frixion pens, and they're the ones that when you write on them, you can rub them off with friction. So that's a bit shiny, but you can still see it's rubbing off. And I absolutely love them. They're great for taking notes, for making marks in my journals and then rubbing them out. They're brilliant. So I've got a whole load of refills. They don't fit all of my colours properly. I could have done with some more light blue, so that's why I ended up buying those. But they were really inexpensive compared to the refills. I'm trying to think of the brand. What is the brand? Oh, goodness me. Removed by Friction. Oh, it is Friction. I thought it was Frixion, but it's not. It's actually Friction. I'm trying to think who makes them. I'll come up with that as well and tell you where I got them. But anyway, their refills are really expensive. So I always go to AliExpress and buy the refills there. And they work just as well. You get all the colours. Sometimes it's potluck like those over there. But I just bought one set of pens because they are quite expensive. And then I just get my refills from there. So that was the other thing that came through while I've not been with you. So really good for pen refills as well. And for pens, actually. The other thing I got was this. So this was a mixed bag of bows, all different sizes, all different colours, just fantastic value. Again, I'll find out how much they were and I'll leave the link below. But if you're starting out crafting, which is what the new series is going to be, so if you're new to Papercraft, or you've had a go and you just want to learn some new tricks, which is why I'm presuming you've joined me. It's either for the people join for the Photoshop tutorials, which there will be more coming up. I'm still trying to do the website, but obviously everything is on hold. For those of you again that don't know, I'm doing a website with some freebies, with designer of the month, so other designers can sell on my site. There's going to be a tutorial section. At the moment, with the way things are, it's all gone a little bit bleh. I'm still paying for my site. I will get back on it. But at the moment, sitting for any length of time, as you can imagine, with a really bad hip, it is awful. I've seen the x-ray. And a bad back is just impossible at the moment. We're hoping my back will improve slightly. There's certain things about my back that will not improve. I have a thinning of the spinal column. I have degeneration. I have all kinds of issues. I have osteoarthritis in it. So there's like multiple issues in multiple areas. But anyway, enough of my woes. Yeah, so I'm going to do little short, sharp tutorials to help you get started with Papercraft. And you really don't need a huge amount. As most people will tell you, you can start from the beginning. And if you are someone who likes junk journals or likes that grungy look, I cannot recommend enough Pam at the Paper Outpost. She's a lady that even uses lipstick, eyeshadow, anything to colour, to use. She uses any recycled material. She is the lady, the go-to for journals. Now, I do sometimes have a look at junk journals. It's not my favourite thing to make, but again, I do make them from time to time. My main thing is using journal kits. Now, this was one I started way before I finished well, you know, for the month. I was basically starting this journal. I made some mess ups, I won't lie. As you can see, I had a little accident with some glue here, so I'll probably have to end up covering up this. But I had a play around with this binding method because I'm really bad at sewing, but I will be doing more tutorials on that. And this one is literally a binder with, I've kind of, what's the word? I've kind of laid out the pages like this so that when they lay, they've kind of got, and I'm going to put tabs on these. if that makes sense. I can't talk, I've not been on camera for so long. But yeah, these are little sections, that's the word. And I'm going to put little tabs onto the side of these. This was the Victoria Designs kit. Let me think what this one was called. It was in my last video, the last one I did, I believe, or last couple. So I was finishing that one off, but it kind of came to a grinding halt at this point. But yeah, so I may carry on with that one on camera just to give you an idea. And this is this is quite a tricky binding method for the tying of the bows and for getting them through the holes. But it's actually, I find it when you're starting out, this kind of binding method can be easy if you're not a sewer. If you're really good at sewing, then you've probably got no issue. But me, I have this mental block about it. And you can see past videos showing that. So there we go. And then I was also making this little, this kind of folio journal, if you call it. And I just tied that one with ribbon and put this little charm on. And I'm going to use this one myself. This was a paper pack that I got from... now let's get this right. Is it Wizard Crafts or Wizard Paper? Again, a UK based company. I think they ship internationally. And this was just their little spring pad that they had. Their pretty in pink spring pad. Again, that's in a previous video if you want to check that out. So yeah, there's lots of bits and bobs all over my desk, but nothing kind of finished at the moment. I still even have the second sort of kit that I had, the second paper pad that I had from them that I haven't really done anything with. But I have had a good tidy. I have had a good clear out. Things are looking fairly neat and tidy in the craft room now we've had viewers and stuff. Oh, apart from me dropping things, which I wouldn't be me, would I, guys, if I didn't drop something on camera. The only other thing I've purchased, and this will come up with your what you need to buy to start off. One of the things that you will need when you're making journals or doing papercraft is a scoreboard. Now I had a minute tiny little one, let me show you it. And I'm constantly misplacing the bone folder. This was fine as a start off, but I found that I wished I hadn't bought this. I'd just gone for the big one from the outset. Cost was an issue at the time. It still is a little bit, but this one I'm paying, you can pay with ClearPay. I don't know if that's in the US, but it's certainly in the UK. ClearPay is, again, an app. It's a way of paying with lots of high street companies over 4 weeks. So it's a really good way of spreading out your payments. I got this one for £28. I'm paying it about £7 a week. And this one is the Score Pal. Now, what I love about this to start with is this. You just push this little button here and it comes out and it clicks back into place. I'm forever losing my bone folder. This is what we use to score. So if I had, let's grab a piece of paper so you can see what I mean. I've got a piece here. Let's just grab this piece. So say I wanted to do a nice fold line. This is just over 8 and I want to do it at 4 1/4. Let's do it with this one. I would just take my bone folder and I just score on that line at 4 1/4. And then as you can see, I've got a nice lovely fold there that I can use. And I would just use my bone folder, obviously neater than I've done, just to kind of go down the edge and score and flatten. Okay, so that gives you just a nice score line. I would definitely recommend this one. This is the Score Pal, and I got this from Bumblebee Crafts through ClearPay, and I paid £28 for this. And it is a it is in inches, which most of the people you will see on videos will work in inches. Even if you're in the UK and you work in centimetres, majority of the time, because journals really have taken off in the US rather than here, you will find that most people will use inches. And it gets very confusing if you're working in centimetres while watching a video. So I definitely get you to perhaps have this one for when you're following someone. You could buy a centimetre one if you wanted to later on. I grew up with metric, not imperial measurements, and this is all new. As people know, me trying to work out half of 2 1/4 and all of that kind of thing makes my head hurt, but this will make it a lot easier. Excuse me. And then you just have inches down here with the half measurements, so it's fantastic. On the back, you've got these diagonal score lines, which I believe are when you're making you know, envelopes, or you want to just do a diagonal score on something. It's all here. This Score Pal, if you go to www.score-pal.com, you can get instructions for over 150 fun and creative projects. That's what it says on their blurb. But yeah, it's COR-PAL pal.com, and I haven't looked at it yet. You can see it here. It's a great little scoreboard and not bad money at all. So I definitely recommend you investing in a scoreboard, and certainly in a cutter. I've talked to you before about Fiskars. Fantastic cutter, the best one I've ever had, and I've had a few. They're all in that drawer over there, and I don't use them anymore since owning this one. So Fiskars is a great one. This comes out really wide for your A3. It's fantastic. So if you are thinking of joining along with the paper projects that we do and other people's channels, then these are the two main things that you are going to need when working with paper. So definitely start with these before you get into anything. Some people, they don't like scoreboards, they like scissors, cutters, they like scissors. Other people don't even use scoreboards, they measure. But you know, to make your life easier, if you can afford it, these are fantastic things to have. So there we go. So that's what I've been up to. So I will be starting this new little series that we're going to do. I'll have a go at filming one today, and that might be on later for you. If not, it'll be tomorrow. And I'm just going to go through some basics, but I'm also going to introduce you to some new little bits and bobs that I haven't shared with you before. So even if you're an old subscriber, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And I want to thank you for sticking with me. It means a lot, especially at the moment when, you know, the thing that gives me all of my stress relief, which is my crafting, I cannot do at the moment. Oh, there was one other thing I purchased because I couldn't resist. Always thinking about crafting. I got the seedless preserve distress oxide because it's one of the only colours I don't have, and I just absolutely, in fact, I'll open it, shall I, and show you the colour in case you don't know. I just kind of popped it away in my storage bits because obviously I'm not, you know, using it at the moment. Just use this, just take the plastic off. And yeah, I think I got this at Wizard Crafts as well, along with those paper things or something. But you can see it's this beautiful fuchsia. I'm really looking forward to using that because I have purple, but I don't actually have a pink, that kind of pink. So it was well worth purchasing just to complete my mad set of Distress Oxide. I'll talk a bit more about these if you want me to. Just leave me a comment and tell me you'd like to know the difference between them or how they work, and I will do a small video on that for you. But yeah, until I see you again, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. The dogs are fine. We are still all here. We're just waiting to see if we will sell. We've already had 5 viewings, so that's really good, and all the feedback's been amazing. I expected a little bit of negative about, you know, bits and bobs here and there, but so far it's been good. So with a bit of luck, we will be in Wales hopefully by 2022. And yeah, I will be bringing you a whole new set of videos with the move and everything else, just to kind of give you something else to watch, because it's going to be a lot of work. But yeah, I'll do a little bit of videoing of where we're going to move to, and all of that kind of thing, which I hope you really will enjoy, so stick with me. I can see one more thing that I purchased, which was the fashion dolls. I think I did show you these from our last time. Another AliExpress purchase, just some vintage ladies. I'll show you a couple of these. I think there's 2 sorts in here, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I've got some. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was just a little ephemera pack that I purchased from AliExpress, just some vintage adverts. But yes, these are my ladies. I'm not particularly a fan of the yellow colour, but I think I could tea dye them and make them into something pretty special. So that's maybe another video that will do, show you a bit of tea dyeing in case you're unsure about that. But do leave me some messages, especially if you're a new person. Please say hi, and then I can kind of, you know, do these videos. I can always already feel me getting sore, so it'll probably be tomorrow now, being sensible. But just tell me what you'd like me to do in my videos. I'm a beginner too, so if there's things that you find difficult, and I know I find difficult as well, then I can do a video on it and we can giggle together and watch each other make all the mistakes. So anyway, until I see you next time, my darlings, take care of yourselves and craft yourself happy. Take care. Bye.